Two of President Biden's cabinet secretaries visited St. Louis today, the Education Secretary and Health and Human Services Secretary. They're now the third and fourth members of the cabinet to visit in the last month. Our political editor Mark Maxwell was there as they promoted the president's education agenda.
And President Biden's education secretary laid out plans to expand what types of things students can get in K-12 classrooms and reduce what many college students have to pay for their education. The messaging sounded a lot like a re-election pitch for the Biden agenda, just without Joe Biden himself. A brightly painted blue bus carried the education secretary through 5 states in the Midwest, along with this message.
The president has done more for education than I've ever seen in my whole career as an educator.
Miguel Cardona stopped at the Compton Drew Middle School in St. Louis Wednesday morning to promote his vision for classrooms after COVID.
We cannot go back to what we had before the pandemic.
Cardona and Health and Human Services Secretary Javier Becerra toured a yoga room where students can unwind in a mental health break.
Schools are not just about education. More and more they become a place for health.
The pair of Biden administration officials explained their plan to expand the scope of services at schools.
If they're hungry, you feed them. If they're not well, you take care of that. If they have a toothache, you make sure that they get their tooth taken care of, because it's hard to learn when your teeth hurt.
We're trying to work with schools to actually provide funding to schools through the Department of Health and Human Services, not just through the Department of Education.
The education secretary took his bus tour to college on campus at Harris Stowe and promoted his department's second crack at forgiving or pausing the collection of student loan debt for millions of Americans.
It's hope.
But in Washington, D.C., Republicans opposed what they called executive overreach, and the courts struck down the first attempt to forgive billions of dollars in student loan debt. Now a second revised attempt is underway in the department's SAVE plan.
Are you sure you have the authority to alleviate or pause debt collection, or would you rather have Congress vote on it and remove all doubt?
I would love it to come from Congress, but we have authority at the Department of Education. I feel like the Supreme Court got it wrong.
New lawsuits are already challenging President Biden's second attempt at forgiving or alleviating some of that student loan debt. Cardona said the U.S. ranks far too low worldwide in education and called on state governments in the U.S. to match President Biden's energy in investing in education.